Pyramid of Khonsoul. The crowded amusement arcade was a kaleidoscope of flashing lights, and a cacophony of sounds filled the air. Jamie was glued to a computer screen, watching with intense concentration as one strange bandaged figure after another scuttled along dark passages. Sarah finished her game and wandered over to join him.
Looks good. It's brilliant. Is that a new game? I haven't seen it before.
It's called the Pyramid of Khonsoul. What you have to do is... Oh no, it's gone dark. What's happened?
A power cut, maybe.
I was just getting into it.
I can't see a thing.
Fuse must have blown somewhere.
Where did that cold wind come from?
There's a pinpoint of light ahead. Perhaps we're in a tunnel.
That's exactly where you are, in a tunnel in the Pyramid of Khonsoul.
Who are you?
I'll light my torch, then you'll see.
She's completely wrapped in bandages, like a mummy.
Hello?
Oh, don't be afraid. I'm Ormia, the royal troubleshooter.
I don't mean to be rude, but shouldn't you be dead?
The Pharaoh uses his magic to keep us all alive, so that we can serve him as we did in the old days. Sometimes it's very tiring. Like today, we have a problem.
What kind of problem?
Maybe we can help.
Well, the pyramid is flooding, and we don't know why. If the water rises much higher, it'll reach the Pharaoh in the royal chamber and drown him. And that'll mean disaster for all of us. Come with me.
Where are you taking us?
There's someone I want you to meet.
Who is it? Oh, it's you, Ormia.
Archibald, look, our prayers have been answered.
Hello.
I thought you were supposed to be sealing up stairways to stop the pyramid flooding, not collecting lost children. Who are they, anyway?
I'm Sarah, and this is my brother, Jamie.
What was that you were looking at when we came in? A map?
Not quite. I used to build things. I'm the royal architect, you see.
The royal bungler, more like.
Don't start blaming me again. You're supposed to be the royal troubleshooter. But you didn't put enough drains in or something.
Never mind the plumbing. Who designed the whole pyramid? And who decided to put it next to a river? Well, not me, that's for sure.
Excuse me, but arguing isn't going to stop the flooding. What exactly needs to be done?
You mentioned something about the Pharaoh.
He's trapped in the royal chamber. There's only one door and it's locked.
And we don't have the key. If we don't free him, he'll drown.
Can't the Pharaoh use his magic to survive under the water?
No, his magic only works within the confines of the pyramid. And neither he nor his attendants can ever leave.
The water comes from the great river, which the Pharaoh can't control.
There must be something we can do, surely.
There's got to be. I don't fancy getting stuck down here forever.
Neither do I.
There is a key to the royal chamber, but it's in the guard room, and all the passages will be flooded.
But perhaps there is a way. There's a ventilation shaft leading from one of the upper chambers down to the guard room. It's too small for us mummies to get through.
And we're a bit stiff, you see. What with all these bandages, we can't bend as well as we once could.
We might be able to do it.
Yes, you're probably small enough.
Is it dangerous?
Not very.
Not in the least.
I bet that means it's really dangerous. What do you think, Sarah?
We can't really say no and leave them to drown.
OK, we'll get the key for you.
Oh, thank you. I knew you would help.
Come on, we'll show you the way.
Coming! I wonder what we're letting ourselves in for this time.
This is it. The trapdoor leading to the ventilation shaft.
It doesn't look as if anyone's used the door for a while.
rust. They can't have used it for centuries.
Can you squeeze through here?
We should be able to, shouldn't we, Jamie?
No problem, although it looks a bit dark down there.
I've got some lanterns for you.
Thanks, that'll help.
And a rope.
Sounds like we're going rock climbing.
It does go straight down at first, but then it makes a few twists and turns. Once you reach the guardroom, look for the key to the royal chamber. It's on its own in a glass case on the wall.
We better hang the lanterns on our belts to leave both hands free for climbing.
I'll tie one end of the rope to this pillar.
Here goes.
Good luck.
See you later! Can you see anything down there?
Only more of the same.
Better keep going then.
See some light. There's a room down there.
Oh yeah! There's a hole in the ceiling. Ah!
Watch out!
What happened?
The rope must have frayed on a rough bit of rock. Oh, lucky it didn't happen sooner.
You can say that again. This must be the guard room. So where's the key?
Someone smashed the glass case onto the floor. Look,
Is the key there?
it doesn't look like it.
Now what are we going to do? We've got no rope and no key.
There's a door over there. We can try that.
Okay. Oh no, another door. And it's all sealed up with bandages.
It won't budge.
Better try the other way down this passage then.
Did you hear that?
What? What is it?
Looks a bit like a miniature armour-plated tank with running shoes on.
Mum, are you going?
Sorry, but there's hardly ever anyone down here. I haven't seen you before. Are you friends of the Grand Vizier?
Who?
The Grand Vizier.
We don't know who he is, but it might help if you slow down and tell us who you are.
I thought everyone knew about me. I'm Agnes, the armadillo. All the mummies shriek and run away when they see me coming. Can't think why.
Maybe you can help us.
We're lost, you see.
We're trying to find the key to the royal chamber.
But someone's taken it from the guard room.
And now we can't find our way out.
Oh, you can't be lost with me. I know every passage, chamber, stairway and shaft in the whole pyramid. Where was it you wanted to go?
Do you know where the key to the royal chamber is?
Oh, yes! It's a very pretty key. I tried to get it, but the wicked old Grand Vizier beat me to it.
Who is this Grand Vizier? Another mummy?
Oh, no! He's got nothing to do with the pyramid. He rules the land on the other side of the river. But I know his secrets.
What kind of secrets?
I know everyone's secrets. Shall I tell you?
Oh, go on then.
The Grand Vizier has been sneaking across the river and getting into the pyramid. He's very naughty. This morning, I woke up to find water flooding in from the river.
You mean it's the Grand Vizier who's been flooding the pyramid?
Of course it is. I tried to tell the mummies, but they just run away when they see me, or try and flatten me with something heavy.
We have to get the key.
No problem. Follow me.
Hey, not so fast!
There he is.
You mean that's the Grand Vizier? All lit up and dancing about and waving his hands in the air.
That's him. Up to his naughty magic tricks again.
How are we going to get the key off him?
It's on his belt. Get ready to grab it when I say.
How's running round and round the Grand Vizier going to make him give up the key?
searching me, but it's making me feel dizzy.
Oh, it's getting faster and faster.
Look, the Grand Vizier is starting to turn as well, as if he's being sucked into a tornado or something.
He's spinning.
Like a top. Hey, look, there's something flying through the air.
It's the key. I've got the key.
Ognis, we've got the key.
Grand Vizier's light's gone out and he's fallen into the floodwater. Serves him right.
Nice work, Ognis. We better get back to Ormia and Archibald.
I'll lead the way, but I have a feeling they won't be too pleased to see
I would never trust children at
Oh,
all.
I see. I knew you'd blame me for this
Well,
one.
of course I did.
That sounds like them.
Still arguing.
Well, how was I to know the rope would snap? It must have been a very old rope.
We should never have sent two strangers. They've probably been run over by the scaly monster.
No, we haven't.
The monster! Squash it!
Dash it!
Ognis isn't a monster. She's an armadillo. Isn't that right?
That's right! Just an harmless little armadillo!
Who helped us get the key to the royal chamber back from the Grand Vizier.
And brought us back here.
Hooray!
Now at least we can save the Pharaoh.
What are we waiting for then?
Don't tell me that thing's coming too.
Of course she is.
This is the door of the royal chamber.
Well, open the door then.
What do you think I'm doing?
Hey, the door's glowing.
Magic. Is that him in the gold crown?
That's our Pharaoh.
Hello, you guys. What time is it?
Late. We couldn't wake you sooner.
There's been some trouble with the plumbing.
Oh, can't have that. Can't have my pyramid flooded by that wicked old Grand Vizier, can we, eh?
What's he doing?
Working some magic.
There. That should have got the drains working again. And seen off the old GV as well.
You mean you knew it was the Grand Vizier all along?
Possibly.
Pharaoh. Why didn't you fix him before?
Too tired. Couldn't be bothered. No real damage done, is there?
No. Oh, but Pharaoh. These two strangers, Sarah and Jamie, went through considerable danger to get the key to your chamber.
Then I thank you, Sarah and Jamie. Is there anything I can do to show my gratitude?
Well, we wouldn't have got the key without the help of Ognis the armadillo.
And Ormia and Archibald don't seem to like her much.
We'll soon change that.
Oh, Ognis. I've never really looked at you before. You're quite beautiful.
Well, I don't know if beautiful is quite the word I'd use.
You look great with all those twinkling coloured lights.
Stunning. I'll never call you a beast or a monster again.
I only want us to be friends.
We will. We'll be friends forever.
And in this pyramid, forever really means forever.
And now I think Sarah and Jamie have had enough of our game.
Hey, what's happening? I'm being lifted off the ground.
The light's dazzling me.
Hey, we're back where we started, in the arcade.
Good to see the power's come back on.
Look, there's Archibald waving at us from the computer screen.
And Ormia.
And last but not least, Ognis the armadillo.
That was fun, but I think I'll try a different game next time.
Yes, I don't think I want to see another mummy as long as I live.
The music in the Pyramid of Khonsoul is taken from Haydn's Surprise Symphony, number 94. The bustling first movement begins with the violins playing a duet. The second melody has a rocking feel about it. In the closing bars of the movement, the woodwind section play together. In the first variation of the second movement, the lead violins play a melody of their own. The third variation includes a duet for flute and oboe. The final variation ends with exciting music for the brass. The minuet at the start of the third movement has a heavy rhythmic beat and sounds almost like an Austrian or German drinking song. Haydn writes gentle and more peaceful music for the trio. At the beginning of the fourth movement, a light, bouncy first tune is introduced by the strings, with solo flute joining in on the repeat. After a short pause, we hear a dance-like second tune. Towards the end of this final movement, Haydn plunges into a strange new key. These are just some of the highlights of Haydn's Surprise Symphony. You're bound to discover more every time you listen.